Yes, we are officially recording.
Official.
Haven't heard the tune in a while. Hello, Will Snow.
Hello, Debo.
How are you?
I am wonderful. I'm wonderful. Life is beautiful, right?
Yes, it is.
Beauty in every day.
It is. And I just realized I totally forgot my intro. So
You did.
I did. Hello, everyone. It's been a while. I haven't worked in a while. Welcome to Ask Dad, a dad show not just for dads, but everyone that wants fatherly advice from a real dad. Whether you're here for the bad dad joke or to gain some insight, Will Snow is the man, the myth, and the legend, in his own mind, who knows all things. So please welcome to today's episode of Ask Dad.
Thank you.
Let me start that over.
Okay.
Hey, Will Snow, how are you? It seems like it's been forever.
It does feel like that, but it really hasn't. But it just feels like that.
Yeah, exactly. So how are you today on this beautiful day?
It has been a beautiful day. I'm really actually. It's very lovely day,
Yes.
and we got to keep that in mind.
Yes.
Where whatever's going on in your world,
Yeah.
it could always be worse. So.
Yes,
So it's good. So no, seriously, it's just I've really been struggling a little bit with some of the things that I've been reading, and of course that's not unusual. I think a lot of people are right now. It's just been it's been very challenging, and you can really kind of get into that mindset. But we'll talk about something else today. But
well,
it's just
go ahead.
No. I mean, how have you been?
I've been wonderful.
Have you done any good shopping or anything fun like that?
Have I done any good shopping? I can't tell if you're leading into a dad joke or not.
Please. I use such an obvious tack to get into a dad joke. I've been doing some shopping though.
See, okay. Yes, please, Will Snow. Go on and tell me all about your shopping.
I bought a pen from Amazon the other day.
Did you?
Yeah. It can write underwater. Yeah. It can write underwater.
Okay.
Yeah. It can also write other words.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That is so freaking stupid.
I crack myself up.
You do crack yourself up. I thought that it can write underwater was the punchline. I was like, that is not funny.
Well, I was waiting for you to say, really? And I was going to say, yeah. So, anyway.
Well, I'm just going to go right into a dad joke without a story. What do you call a moose with no name?
A moose with no name?
Yes.
Like riding through the desert
on a horse
on a moose with no name?
Exactly. What do you call the moose?
It felt good to get out of the rain.
It did.
I don't know.
It's an anonymous. Yes. They love me. I'm amazing. Okay. All right.
So what have we been doing? I mean, why does it feel like feels like it's been a while since we actually got
We've been
behind
doing
this.
some traveling.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
been
yeah.
a couple really busy weeks. So I feel like we're
Yeah.
finally back to our routine.
Yeah. And it's really interesting to have this, we were in Orlando.
Orlando. Is there an Orlando here? That's for my sister. It's a movie quote. From Ghost.
Yeah. So did you know when we were out there, there is this enormous Lego shop that is like incredibly popular.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, people are literally lined up for blocks.
Oh, God. So you too. So how long have you been holding on to that?
Oh, I've been keeping that one under wraps. Yeah. There we are.
I'll do it again. There you go. What are we talking about today, Will Snow?
Oh, well, we have to eventually get to a topic here, don't we? But actually, this is I've been reading quite a bit about the advent of artificial intelligence and self-correcting artificial intelligence, which will actually accelerate this concept of the singularity and all of that the artificial intelligence is actually correcting code and producing more code for itself, and it's gathering momentum, and we're having this geometric expansion of intelligence that is going to that is going to eventually overtake mankind. And
Yeah, Sarah Connor would be really disappointed.
she
in
really
this.
would.
Yeah.
You think so, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's been really interesting to me as I think about the concept of, chatbots, for example.
Yeah.
And, artificial intelligence computer programs using language and logic. And I just don't get it. I really don't get it. And maybe it's just because I'm old. It could very well be. But it seems to me that anything that is using language, it doesn't have any concept of what that language actually means, is very untrustworthy. It's words that has no meaning, and people ask, well, are you concerned about this? And I said, well, no, actually I am not, because in reality, it's just like an automaton talking. There's no feeling behind the word. There is no feeling. There is no humanity there. Right. The thing about language, the thing about communication is that we share a basis of human understanding, of feeling, of knowing what that word means. What does that word actually mean? What does that actually imply? Language is a construct to explore and share feelings and emotions. But if what is talking to you has no emotions, has no feeling, it's automatically untrustworthy. Mm-hmm. And you can bet that the language that is being used, the words are simply being used to deceive and manipulate.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because why? Because there's nothing behind it. There's no feeling. There's no
truth.
Shared humanity.
Yeah.
There's no, in fact, compassion in there at all. There's and that is the thing that I think will eventually, put a stop to all of this concept of, artificial intelligence, reigning over humanity, because there's just no compassion. There's no feeling. And compassion is what makes us human. It is something we need to practice quite a bit. And
I think the world could use a lot more compassion.
Well, it's something that we can practice every single day, and we need to. I'm gonna do an Ask Dad mandate to all of our listeners out there.
The dad date instead of the mandate, the dad date.
Dad date.
Yes.
Should we give you like crickets for that or something?
No,
I don't know. Okay,
that was amazing.
Okay.
So
okay.
That was so amazing. I think we should do harps.
Yes, harps. Yes.
Please continue. So the
mandate, is to practice your humanity and your compassion every single day. Because if we don't do that, if we fail to do that and fail to recognize our humanity, then we are opening the door to allow emotionless automatons to run rampant in our worlds and make decisions for us. And that when that happens, I think we're definitely on the wrong path.
Yeah.
Okay. So we really, as human beings, have to prepare ourselves by strengthening our humanity, by strengthening our compassion for one another, by understanding what we're feeling and what your friends are feeling and what your other people are feeling, trying to connect on that level. So I have a concept here.
Go on.
So my concept is
Go on.
When we should do this like 3 times a day.
Okay.
3 times a day.
3.
So when you're in your life and you're wandering around and somebody pisses you off or says something that pisses you off or cuts you off in traffic or, does whatever.
Jumps in the jacuzzi the second you turn it on. That
I almost said that. Or it's a whole nother story. But when someone does something to really get, you irritated, you really, I think what I would suggest is stop the reaction and just think for a moment, what might they be going through in their day right now? What might be going on in their mind right now? Or might be something happened to them that caused them to feel angry or irritable or whatever. Like we were in an office doing a blood draw just a couple weeks ago, and people were very unhappy, and they were very angry and very irritable. And I, realized that, of course, all of them were fasting, so they were all hungry and they hadn't had coffee that morning, and they were not in a good headspace. Yeah. So we can't really, if we choose to react to that and not think for a moment and not just have just a moment of compassion. Once you do that, then it just dissolves all of that. Yeah. It just all goes away, and it's like, okay, fine, it's cool. And we can do that. And if you do that, just practice it 3 days, three times a day. Yeah. You see it, and I guarantee, because the world will throw something at you at least 3 times a day. When it happens, you have a client that says something irritating, or a boss, for example, who might say something really unfriendly. Yeah. Take a moment, take a breath. Before you go down that emotional path, think about what is going on in their world and have a little bit of compassion. And even when no one's delivering it to you, you still got to bring it out and deliver it to other people, because this is what keeps our humanity. And keeping our humanity is what separates us from the automatons.
Oh, okay. Excellent. You knew, I thought you were going to say what separates us from the animals, but that's our ability to accessorize.
Well, that's true. But no, I mean, you talk about, feeling and emotion, and, even horses can.
They can so sense your emotions.
Yes. So animals can sense your emotions, right? But AIs cannot, and chatbots cannot.
No.
So when your cat comes up to cuddle you, it's definitely not trying to deceive you. It just wants food. All right.
Exactly. So when I come up to snuggle you and just get myself into the nook, does that mean I want food?
Possibly.
Does it include chocolate?
Chocolate. Yes. At any rate. So this is my thought, though. But no, it's a really interesting concept. There is this real concern that people have that, that AI is going to be ruling the roost and creating an environment where we're basically unaware of what's happening because AI is going to be making it happen. And again, I just point to this fact that the thing that is going to win out in the end is humanity, and that is our ability to trust each other, our ability to talk to each other, communicate with each other, and understand what we're feeling.
Yeah.
So that will win the day always, in my opinion. So that's my little rant for today.
Yeah. And saying please and thank you, because there's no reason to be rude to others, even if you're having a bad day. And I just experienced the other day, I was treating myself to a manicure, and this woman came in and she was mean and rude because one of her nails broke, and they were happy to fix it, but she just was giving them the angry eyes, and then she left without saying thank you or goodbye. Once they fixed it, she just got up and walked out, and I was like, well, there's really no reason to be rude. Mm-hmm. You can be pissed off or disappointed or frustrated, but tuning into your humanity and just saying, hi, can you please fix this? I'm disappointed that it chipped.
And so what did you do in response to that? Because that irritated you.
It did.
And so did you show compassion to the person that she was rude to?
Yeah, the technician that.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
See?
And I gave him a nice tip.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So you countered rudeness with compassion.
Yes.
That's what makes the world happen.
Special design on my nails.
Oh, there you
too,
go. See,
nice.
And even though you feel like, hey, this is no one's showing me this.
Yeah.
You're probably getting it more than you know, and maybe not recognizing it. But regardless of whether you recognize it being delivered to you, you just put it out there anyway.
Yeah.
You just need to, we all need to put it out there anyway. We have a difference of opinion, we have a difference of perspective, a difference of politics. A little compassion,
Yeah.
goes a very, very, very long way. And
I remember
yes,
when I worked at the fruit stand, if you will. If you will.
and I will,
Thank you. I can't
because I am will.
Yeah. Oh, I can't move on if I say if you will. That is the answer. So anyway, I was working at the fruit stand, and I wasn't in the best of moods particularly, and thinking to myself, what have I done with my life? Blah blah blah. You know, I was just really down on myself. And one of my coworkers / colleagues said, you know, just every day that I walk in and I see your smile, it makes it a good day for me.
Yeah.
So that compassion and yeah.
Makes all the difference in the world. It's these little things, but that's again because we know we have a basis of knowledge in
The
feeling,
humanity.
in the humanity of it. So try to take a breath, reclaim your humanity and your preeminence over AI. Okay. So we have any questions today?
We do. We do have a question from Pamela from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Oh, Ann Arbor, beautiful city. Beautiful little city there.
I have not been to Ann Arbor yet.
Yeah,
And all of the traveling that I want to do at the moment is
international. Yeah,
Jinx.
I agree.
Jinx.
Well, it's nice to get a sense of how different people work and live in different countries, and get out of
their
that
humanity and their compassion and their beautiful culture
and their history, right?
Oh,
Their history,
I know
because
so much.
it's a very interesting thing to get outside of the box, if you will.
And I will.
There we are. Okay.
Will Snow. Okay. Pamela from Ann Arbor, Michigan says, "Hi, Will. I am a junior, a business major at the University of Michigan. Go Wolverines!" Of course, anytime I hear Wolverines, I think of Red Dawn, the original in 1980, not the remake. Wolverines.
So I think of The Big Chill.
That was a great movie.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Well,
I
anyway.
have things to say about that, but yeah, I mean, I guess it was a good movie
Yeah. Back in the day.
in the day.
All right, so go Wolverines. And recently encountered a situation with one of my good friends that has me furious, and I'm not sure how to handle it. I was walking to class the other day, and I overheard John, one of my male friends, bad-mouthing some of the women in our class with one of his fraternity brothers. They were talking about how futile it was for the women in the program to expect to succeed in investment banking because of the long hours and the toughness expected. They also questioned whether any woman pursuing that profession was serious or just looking for a wealthy I'm aggravated, a wealthy professional to have babies with. I was disgusted by their conversation, and I haven't been able to.
As well you should be.
Yes, as well you should be. I have not been able to engage with John since, which bothers me because I thought we were very close friends from my first day on campus. And I'm not sure, should I confront him about what I heard? Should I pretend it never happened or something else? What should I do? And I'm adding this part. I, personally, Debo, is seething.
Seething. You're boiling.
I am boiling. I am seething. That just pisses me off.
Okay.
Go on, Will Snow, while I woosah and catch my breath and listen to your expertise stat advice.
Well, Pamela, firstly, thank you very much for writing us. Your question is very relevant and it's very important. And I can understand your confusion, especially when you think you know somebody and you've been friends with them for a very long time. And you hear something that is absolutely, horrendous. And that is horrendous. And I mean, and it's, again, this concept of, the concept of women not being tough enough to handle that kind of career. That's just,
it's actually hilarious. That's actually hilarious.
Yes, late nights. I know it's true. Yeah, I've heard all that nonsense too.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's just, to me, that's so ridiculous. It doesn't even warrant a discussion, to be honest. But, if I had one of my male friends was talking to me in such a way, I would have no qualms whatsoever about calling bullshit on that, because